live from the National News Studio, Sri Lanka.
A pleasant evening and a very warm welcome to the National News Broadcast. We are coming to you live from Rupavahini's News Studios. I'm Lanka Ananda.
A very good evening indeed. I'm Charita Binipurarachi, and let's move on to the headlines for tonight's news.
Mammoth crowds at the Sabah public rally in Kuliapitia. The President invites all party activists to rally around the UNP, which embodies the policies of Dasa Bala. The opposition leader decides not to attend talks with the IMF representatives. Minister Dr. Bomella Waterfall says the opposition will not be able to run a government if they don't comply with the IMF proposals. Lawful owners are to be returned 100 acres of land in the north acquired by the army. Czech Republic wins the Miss World 2024 beauty contest.
Now for those and other stories in detail. Leader of the United National Party, President Ranil Wickremesinghe, invites all party activists to join hands with the UNP to pursue the policies of Dasa Bala.
He further points out that only the UNP has the plans to develop the country. President also said he does not blame those who took charge of the country during the time of the crisis. The President also says it has now been proven why they did not accept responsibilities. He adds that the reason why there was inability to deal with the issues. The President had made these observations addressing massive crowds at the Sabah public rally held at the Kuliapitia Urban Council grounds today. This was the first occasion of the President attending a public rally since assuming duties in the post of President. UNP Deputy Leader and Kurunagal District Leader Akila Viraj Karivasam has organized the rally. The President further said that UNP had presented at the last general election the only solution to rescue the country, which was heading towards an economic crisis. Several United National Party leaders have addressed the Sabah public rally. General Secretary of the UNP Palitharange Bandara said that the country was in a serious condition in the face of the economic crisis. He added that Ranil Wickremesinghe had accepted the post of President at a time when the law of the country was absent.
දේපලත් අහිමි කර ගනිමින් ඉන්න තිබුණ ගේ දොරක් අහිමි කර ගනිමින් රටේ ජනතාවට සැබෑ වශයෙන් ජීවත් වෙන්න පුළුවන් වාතාවරණයක් ඇති කිරීම සඳහා වත්මන් ජනාධිපති ඔබේ නායක ගරු රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමා ඔබ සියලු දෙනාගේ වගකීමේ බාරගත්තේ කියන එක අපි ගෞරවයෙන් මතක් කරන්නට
Parliamentarian Vajirabe Varadana said that according to the Constitution, an election will have to be conducted by the 20th of July. Now attempts are underway to topple Ranil Wickremesinghe. He has added that when the country was in a state of bankruptcy, 134 out of the 225 parliamentarians appointed Ranil Wickremesinghe as the president of the country. The UNP is the only party having only one seat to assume the post of presidency.
ඉතිහාසයට එකතුනේ වෙන හේතුවක් නිසා නෙමෙයි. 180ක් කොහමද ලංකාවේ മന്ത്രിවරයෙක් වෙලා අගමැති වෙලා විධායක ජනාධිපති බවට පත් කරපු දේශපාලන පක්ෂ නම එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයයි කියලා මම ඔබට මතක් කරන්න කැමතියි මිත්‍රවරු.
Former MP Ravi Karunanayake said the country will not be subjected to privatization by handing over 184,000 houses to the people. The government encourages the people by providing them 20 lakhs of deeds. This is handing over the due privileges to the people. Other programs are being targeted on 1 billion youth to turn them into entrepreneurs.
ඉන්පසුව ලක්ෂ 10ක තරුණ තරුණියන් ඉලක්කය කරලා මේ අය ව්‍යවසායකයන් බවට පරිවර්තනය කරන්න ඒ ණයක් ලබා දෙනකොට ඒක පුද්ගලීකරණයද නැත්නම් මේ ජනතාවට උදව්වක් කරන එකද උතුරේ තරුණ
Senior advisor to the President Sagala Ratnayake said that 101 youth in the north have applied for post of officers in the Sri Lanka Air Force. Applications have been submitted for 156 other ranks as well. The unity of the people is an enormous strength to the development of the country.
හැමෝම එකතු වෙනවා කියන එක. ඒක විශාල ශක්තියක් මේ රට දියුණු කරන්න. අපි එකතු වෙලා මේ රට ගොඩනගමු.
දැන් එතුමා මම දැක්ක මේ ළඟදී
Senior advisor to the President Ran Vijayawardena said that the President has recently invited opposition members to talk with the IMF. However, he added that the opposition leader and the NPP leader had stated that they would not come for talks.
මොන කුහක දේශපාලනයක්ද මේ මුක්තිවෙන්නේ තමන් කොහොමද ඉදිරියේදී ජනාධිපතිවරු දාගෙන ඒ පුටුවට යන්නේ කියන එක විතරයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ඔළුවේ තියෙන්නේ.
Deputy leader of the UNP Akila Viraj Karyavasam said that a fire had erupted in the year 2022. It was Ranil Wickremesinghe as president who came forward to douse the fire. He also said that by next year the people would be able to lead a new life. He has called upon all not to bring the country into another pitfall but to embark upon a new journey with the president.
රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ මැතිතුමාට ඩිස්ටර්බ් කරනවා නම් ඒ රටට ඩිස්ටර්බ් කරනවා. ඒ නිසා හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. හැමතිස්සෙම ජනතාවගේ ලේප කෝප කරලා, ජනතාව අවුස්සලා, ජනතාව පාරට අරගෙන, ජනතාවට විවිධ දේවල් කියමින්
President Ranil Wickremesinghe said that revolutions will be carried out to increase the salaries of the workers and to grant relief to the people. He also said that when his house was set on fire, he remained silent.
වගකීම බාර දුන්නේ නැතුම මම ඒක බාරගත්තා. ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම අපේ කරුණු මංකෝ ඇත්ත කියන්න කියලා. මොකද්ද අපි කිව්වේ? විදේශ ආදායම් හරහා
The president further said that he had accepted the responsibility handed over to him. Sri Lanka would be deprived of an income of $7,000 million as foreign revenue. The amount to be paid this year as debt service payments is $3,000 million. The UNP received only one seat because the party told the truth. Mahinda Rajapaksa resigned from the post of Prime Minister. Opposition leader had refused to take charge of the country. Honorary Dasa Bala did not even make a request.
මේම කොහොමද ඒක නිකම්ම බාර ගන්න මම බලාපොරොත්තු UNP ඔක්කොම සහයෝගය දෙයි.
The president further said that he thought everybody would invite with him, but nobody came. Instead, Dasa Bala said that he would extend support, but GLPDs was against him. Those who criticized Mahinda Rajapaksa today fell at his feet previously. The SJB is taking into its fold the wrong people. Harshil De Silva, the COP committee chairman, has requested to join in the process of resettling debts. The opposition leader has rejected offers to take the part in the IMF discussion. SJB does not have the policies like the UNP.
දෙන්න කියලා දලස් අලාපෙනෝ මැතිතුමාටයි සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමාට. අද මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ හොඳ නෑ කියන අය එදා මල් පට්ටි අරගෙන ගියේ. මම නිකන් ටෙලිෆෝන් එකේ කතා කරලා. දැන් කොහොම මොකද්ද මේ කරන සෙල්ලම? එදා ගිහින් මහින්ද රාජපක්ෂ හොඳයි. සුදුම සුදුයි.
Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa presided over an electorate meeting of the Samagijana Balawege yesterday in Yapahua. A group including political representatives of the SJB have attended the event. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa said that there will not be any mercy under a government of them for groups engaged in pilfering people's properties. All those who made the country bankrupt would be brought before the courts and recover their ill-gotten monies for the country's development. The Colombo District Women's Conference of the National People's Power was conducted in Homagama town today. This was the 15th in the series of women's conferences organized by the NPP island-wide. Party leader Anurakumar Disanayake has presided over the event. A group including parliamentarian Harini Amarasuriya were present on the occasion. Parliamentarian Harini Amarasuriya said that their objective is to determine what to be done tomorrow. They will unite in solidarity to look after each other and nourish each other. She further said that their party to compose is appearing on behalf of a serious social transformation. The aim is to alleviate the pressures within the society. The burdened people would become free to lead normal lives. The political culture in the country will have to be changed through political power. The leaders will have to be changed. Harani Amrasuria also said they are hoping to seek the necessary powers for the extensive social transformation and to set up an sensitive government in year 2024.
The Rakwan electorate public meeting of the series of Dasa Bala program of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramana was held in Godakawela yesterday. Many senior party members were present at the public meeting organized by Parliamentarian Mudita Zoiza. Parliamentarian Namat Rajapaksha said that at one time they were branded as thieves. Parliamentarian Anura Kumara was a member of the committee inquiring into their deeds. Opposition leader Sajith Premadasa was also included. They are nurturing hatred against them. Their aim is to carry forward the economy by putting into prison the 225 MPs.
It has been reported that opposition leader Sajith Premadasa will not participate in tomorrow's discussion with the representatives of the International Monetary Fund. Secretary to the opposition leader has conveyed the decision in a letter to the President's Secretary. The President has invited parties representing the opposition in Parliament to participate in the meeting with the IMF, scheduled to be conducted at the President's office. In the letter, it has been pointed out that Sajith Premadasa will not attend the talks as he is unable to accept the agreements reached with the IMF.
And meanwhile, Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena says if the opposition fails to agree with the IMF proposals, they will never be able to govern the country. He further points out that the country's economy has been strengthened to some extent as a result of the acting according to the IMF agreement. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that the chairman of the Committee of Finance, Harsha De Silva, appears to have understood the problem. Some politicians concentrate only on acquiring power. He added that, however, the country has received breathing space due to the IMF extended credit facility. The minister further said that the government of Sri Lanka has already signed extended loan agreements until the year 2027. Any faction will refrain from activating the IMF conditions are unable to govern the country for at least 2 weeks. These groups will not be able to bring the country forward by breaching the IMF conditions.
අන්තර්ජාතික මූල්‍ය අරමුදලට පිටු බාලා ඒකේ තියෙන කොන්දේසි එකක්වත් පිළිගන්නේ නැතුව ගත්ත ණය ගෙවන්න එකඟතාවයක් ඇති කරගන්න නැතුව රට ගෙනියන්න පුළුවන් කියලා කවුරු හරි හිතනවනම් එමේ හිතන්න පුළුවන් එක්ක උම්මන්තකෙකු එහෙම නැත්නම් දරුවෙකුට එයාට සිතුවිල්ලක් ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන් එහෙම පුළුවන් කියන. එහෙම කරන්න පුළුවන් නම් අපි එහෙම කරනවනේ.
The minister has made these remarks participating in the program to develop the school avenue in Venulepola in Homagama today. The road, spanning a distance of 1,500 kilometers, is to be reconstructed at a cost of 35 million rupees. Meanwhile, an officer of the Assistant Commercial Superintendent, hitherto restricted to the Colombo city, was declared open in Navalapitiya recently. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena and Parliamentarian Mahindananda Aluthgamage have attended the event. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena said that those who had illegally acquired government-owned railway department lands would be able to retain such lands if they are able to prove that they have been living in such lands for more than 10 years.
More than 100 acres of land in the Jaffna Peninsula acquired during the war period has been released to its lawful owners. This is the 24th occasion of freeing of such lands, which were held under the control of the army, to the ordinary citizens. Handing back of the lands to their legal owners was conducted at the Jaffna District Secretariat today. Nearly 100 acres of land in the district of Kilinochchi and Jaffna were released in this manner under the direction of Army Commander Lieutenant General Vikum Lienage. Chief of the Presidential Staff and Presidential Advisor on National Security Sagar Ratnaka and District Secretaries of the Jaffna and Kilinochchi were present on this occasion.
Bomella in Sri Lanka is a waterfall in the island which has been subjected to the maximum attraction of local and foreign tourists. This waterway, large numbers of tourists have flocked to this area of scenic beauty in this long weekend holiday. Bomella is an unforgettable sight among tourists who travel in the Ella and Nuwara Eliya areas. This exceptionally attractive waterfall is located at the Kandapala Protectorate bordering the Sita Eliya village in Peravella in Uva Paranagama. Tourists show immense inclination to feel the beauty of enchanting locations in the island nation. Bomella has a height of 50 meters and has a width of 20 meters. This unique stream has been created from a major tributary of the Mahabali river named Dulgala Ganga. The waterfall is divided into 4 portions of the boulder located in the slope of the Kodakitul Kanda at the height of 1,842 meters. The national television cameras have spotted large numbers of European nationals arriving to venerate the historic Dibulagala Aranasenasana sacred site. The incoming batch of foreign visitors are considered as the first group of foreigners arriving at the scene since Venerable Dibulagala Rahulanakara Thera assuming duties as the head of the Aranasenasana.
Now, bird watchers at the Kurukalmadam Bird Sanctuary on the Batiklo-Kalmune main road are being treated with delightful sceneries of birds these days. Numerous species of local and foreign birds in their millions could be watched in the environment. The migratory birds reach the island in the months of December and January for breeding purposes. Environmentalists say the foreign visitors stay in the island until the month of May of the year. A bird species mostly visible in the Kurukalmadam Park is the Australian white ibis. However, acute discharging of bird droppings on the Ethalikulam Bird Wildlife Sanctuary has created an environmental hazard. Some groups of birds hunters are reported to be destroying these creatures. The foreign media reports say funerals of the 6 Sri Lankan nationals murdered in Ottawa, Canada are to be carried out in Canada itself.
And meanwhile, the relatives say the body of Gamini Amarakon killed in the brutal attack should be brought back to Sri Lanka. Meanwhile, director of the Buddhist conference in Canada, Narada Kodituwaku, says one of the family members, Dhanushka Wickramasinghe, who has also to encounter this unexpected carnage, has granted permission to a Vihare in heaven to organize final rites of his slain wife and children upon completion of the post-mortems. Dhanushka Wickramasinghe, still undergo treatment, continues to remain in a state of intense shock. The Deputy High Commissioner Anshul Jain of the Office of the Sri Lanka High Commission in Ottawa, Canada, says family relatives are scheduled to arrive in Canada to attend the funerals.
We momently deviate from local news to bring some glamorous news, and that is Kristina Pliskova of Czech Republic was crowned Miss World at the glittering contest held in India last night. Yasmina Zaitoun of Lebanon was the first runner-up among 112 contestants in the competition held in Mumbai, India's financial and entertainment capital. Of the reigning Miss World, Karolina Bielaska of Poland passed the crown to her. Pliskova waved to the large crowd at the Geo World Convention Center.
Czech Republic! Czech Republic! Czech Republic!
Of the reigning Miss World, Karolina Bielaska of Poland passed the crown to her. Pliskova waved to the large crowd at the Geo World Convention Center and hugged some of other contestants. Her journey was marked by perseverance as she shone her skills and showcased her talents in the global stage. Through her determination and passion, Kristina Pliskova captured the hearts of the judges and the audience alike, earning the prestigious title of Miss World. This beauty contest is widely viewed as the oldest international pageant, first founded in the United Kingdom in 1951. The event showcased the rich tapestry of India's culture, traditions, heritage, arts and crafts, and textiles to a massive global audience. The participants wore heavily embroidered skirts and blouses and danced to popular Bollywood songs. The beauty competition returned to India for the first time in 28 years.
And meanwhile, the President Ranil Wickramasinghe led the vibrant festivities of the 2024 Ira Day celebrations at Goldface Green today, underlining the imperative of ensuring a sustainable Indian Ocean for future generations, as Sri Lanka helms the chairmanship of the Indian Ocean Rim Association. The Indian Ocean Rim Association, established in 1997, is commemorated its 27th anniversary this year. Sri Lanka, recognized for its efforts to restore mangrove ecosystems, was recently honored with the United Nations World Restoration Flagship Award. Against this backdrop, with Sri Lanka emerging as a leading advocate for ocean conservation and sustainable development, hosting the celebration of Ayura Day 2024 holds significant importance. The event witnessed the participation of over 1,000 students engaging in various activities. This year's theme, Sustainable Indian Ocean for Future Generations, underscored the paramount importance of ocean conservation. President Ranil Wickremesinghe, amidst the festivities, actively engaged with school children, participating in various educational activities and pursued stalls showcasing initiatives by IORA member states and government institutions. In 2024, as part of the celebrations of the 27th anniversary of the Indian Ocean Rim Association, captivating marine life-shaped kites were released into the sky, adding to the festive atmosphere. Additionally, all school children present were given the unique opportunity to embark on a sea trip aboard with Sri Lanka's Navy Princess Lanka boat, aimed to providing with a deeper understanding of the Indian Ocean. Funeral of veteran media person and drama artist Ramya Wanasa was held at the General Cemetery, Bomella, this afternoon.
The popular artist passed away on Friday morning while undergoing treatment at the Colombo National Hospital. She was 73 years old at the time of her demise. President Ranil Wickremesinghe also paid his last respects to the remains of the late artist, placed at the private funeral parlour in Bomella this morning. The body of late Ramya Wanasa was brought to the premises of the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation this afternoon. Minister Dr. Bomella Waterfall, Chairman of the SLBC, Hudson Samarasinghe, and a large group of people representing numerous fields paid their last respects on this occasion. The message of condolences of President Ranil Wickremesinghe was read by Minister Dr. Bomella Waterfall at the funeral ceremony. Ramya Wanasa, who had been a beacon of light in the fields of teledrama and stage play, as well as the versatile news presenter, had bid farewell, leaving an indelible mark in the hearts of the general public. That's all the news we have from home. Stay tuned for international stories coming up next.
ඩෙන්ගු රෝගයේදී උණ හිසරදය ඇඟපත වේදනාව ඇති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. උණ අඩු කිරීමට පැරසිටමෝල් ඖෂධය පමණක් භාවිතා කළ යුතුයි. උණ දිගටම පැවතුනහොත් තුන්වන දිනේදී වෛද්‍යවරයෙකු හමු වී රුධිර පරීක්ෂාවක් කරගත යුතුයි.
Welcome back with international news. And Portugal has gone to the polls in a vote that will either keep the central left in the power, shift the country to the right. Opinions polls suggest neither the socialist nor the opposition centre-right is likely to win outright. The election comes 4 months after Antonio Costa's resignation as a Prime Minister over corruption allegations. Even though the former Prime Minister was not named as a suspect, but investigations arrested his Chief of Staff Ammunition to Andrew Ventra, who leads the Chega party, has focused his campaign on corruption and immigration. Despite economic growth, under the socialist Portuguese voters worry about high inflation, deteriorating public services and housing crisis. Former centre-right councillor and one-time trainee priest Ventura made his name on national television as a football commentator. He had called for dramatic policy shift, and under her leadership, Chega won 7% of the vote in 2022 legislative elections.
Now, the United Nations Human Rights Office recently called for an immediate end to the ongoing Palestine-Israel conflict. The UNHRC urged Israel not to worsen the already catastrophic situation by attacking Rafah city in the Gaza Strip. The death toll of Palestinians from the ongoing Israeli attack in the Gaza Strip has risen to 30,878, the Gaza-based health ministry said recently.
We fear that this already catastrophic situation may slide deeper into the abyss as many Palestinians mark the holy month of Ramadan, a period that is meant to honour peace and tolerance. Should Israel launch its threatened military offensive into Rafah, where 1.5 million people have been displaced in deplorable, subhuman conditions. Any ground assault on Rafah would incur massive loss of life and would heighten the risk of further atrocity crimes. This must not be allowed to happen. We also fear that further Israeli restrictions on access by Palestinians to East Jerusalem and the Al-Aqsa Mosque during Ramadan could further inflame tensions. The UN High Commissioner for Human Rights repeats that there must be an immediate end to this conflict and that the killing and destruction must stop. The hostages, who have now endured over 150 days of suffering and torment, must be released unconditionally and returned to their distraught families.
Storks, a migratory bird species under the country's first-class protection, have packed the sky over the East China's coastal wetland. Over 100 oriental storks have been spotted chasing and resting over the wetland in recent days before returning to the northern China in the spring. The Lianzhonggang coastal wetland is an important spot oversight along the East Asia-Australia flyway, one of the world's greatest flyways for migratory birds. The flyway witnessed large-scale bird migrators occurring between November and March of the following year. Monitoring data has shown growing population of rare and endangered bird species in the wetland, with oriental storks, smooth Eurasian spoonbills continuously recording in the area since 2020. Welcome back with your sports update. And finals of the National Super League One-Day Cricket Tournament between the Tambulla and Kandy teams are presently being played at the R. Premdasa Stadium in Colombo.
The Tambulla team batting first has scored 332 runs for the loss of 4 wickets in 50 overs. Sri Lanka Cricket has organised the tournament. Tambulla team, after winning the toss, has decided to bat first. Minod Bhanuka and Lasit Kruitpulle have opened the inning. The first wicket fell when Lasit was out for 36 runs. The second wicket was fallen when Minod Bhanuka's wicket fell when he was at 69 runs. Saroj Darshika has scored 73 runs. The highest scorer was Pawan Ratnayaka, who remained unbeaten at 118 runs. The St. Sebastian College Moratuwa beat Prince of Wales College Moratuwa in the annual big match after a lapse of 13 years.
The 74th Battle of the Gold Moratuwa has come to a victorious conclusion at the Dizoisa grounds in Moratuwa yesterday. The St. Sebastian's teams had scored 288 runs in their first innings. In the response to the first innings, scored 219 runs by the Prince of Wales team. The Prince of Wales team was all out for 164 runs in their second innings. Accordingly, Sebastianites were given an easy target of 96 runs for victory. The team has surpassed the victory target with 4 wickets in hand, recording their first big match victory since the year 2011. The big match between Sivali Central College Ratnapura and Gankandut College in Palmadulla has ended in a draw. The Battle of Ranvini has been waged for the 12th occasion. The Sivali team was all out for 127 runs and Gankandut team was first innings scored was restricted to 216 runs. At close of the play, Sivali players was at 94 runs for the loss of 6 wickets in their second innings.
The Battle of Tuskers big match between Malayadeva Bottle School Gurunagala and Ibagamo Central College also ended without a result. The 12th big match encounter was conducted at the Velagedera Stadium in Gurunagala. The Malayadeva team has piled up 233 runs in their first innings. The first innings score of Ibagamo Central College was 225 runs. The Malayadeva team were at 83 runs for the loss of 2 wickets in their second innings at close of play. That's all the news we have for tonight. Join us tomorrow at the same time for the very latest on ChannelEye. I'm Delanjali, together with Charita, signing off. Good night.
Have a pleasant night.